Castlevania. Let me tell you.
Oh,
Kobayashi.
no.
John Morris. Yeah, this is my voice. Get used to it.
I'm sorry.
Man,
Castlevania.
That's pretty intense.
What if I
yeah,
we
I
just
just saw
went like
notes for
this?
Octane. You could be doing that impression.
John Morris and Eric Lacard set upon Dracula's castle. I lost it a little bit.
Oh, we listen. Wait, it's Chronicles. That's not Bloodlines. But still, it's Castlevania music.
So, legitimate question about Bloodlines. You do have two characters. We forced the character choice in this game. Well, here, I'll ask later because let's talk about the racers. Yeah.
No. Ask away.
Oh, I was just wondering if is the story that they are actually going in at the same time, are
I don't think so.
Do they meet?
Not in the game.
Ne'er the twain shall meet.
I think it's just like a different thing happens. A different person enters the castle instead.
Yeah. You're probably right. Who are our racers today? Dragus versus that one guy. I see.
Good call.
You spoil it up there. Dragus first joined in MT13, finished 65th. The best placement so far. That one guy has been in here 4 times. Win rate of 67%. First joined in MT16. Is newer in the grand scheme of things, I suppose, but now has been around for quite a while. Consistently here, always racing, doing all the different events, and usually pretty darn good. Dragus also doesn't quite have the win rate that one guy has, but has been here a little longer, is more likely to be a retro player. So
Also,
I can see this going either way.
Look at these win rates, and then oh, it was an exciting race. Now I'm excited. Are we gonna have an upset?
Well, maybe. So we've got that one guy is Hollow Knight guy. I don't know which one.
He's like the. What's his name?
Bugicus.
Is it? Or did you just come up with
I've never played that game.
Bugicus.
Chetness. This guy is he's like a regular, he's the most regular guy basically in there.
I'm laughing at Bugicus Minimus is that one guy. And then Dragus, okay. My guess is that this is someone from The World Ends With You or some sort of DS game. That's the look.
Oh, that's a good guess.
This is from the Final Fantasy VII remake where Cloud is a librarian.
No, I played it. It is not.
I'm pretty sure he's the librarian in that one.
No, I think now that you say that, I think I was forgetting. You're right. So it's not
It does have that twib. I mean, the twibby art style is.
It's
even a little more.
Yeah, even more that, right?
But there was still other stuff coming out around that time that had this similar art style. I feel like it's indicative of this era of 2010, 2009.
I could see it. That one guy made top 8. Been very close, more than once. I think.
And I believe the first year he was in it, I drafted him first or something. That one guy, I've always had high hopes for. I think he can do very, very well, and is a good fast racer. Probably better at freeware games. So, and I don't think has as much retro experience.
Alright, want to see some vampires? I don't know if there's any vampires in this.
Always.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
Castlevania.
Bloodlines.
Oh, nice.
This is the one on the Genesis. This one has a lot of mainstay music tracks for the whole series. A lot of them came from this one, even though it's a little bit of a black sheep in the series.
Yeah, I think it's being, well, maybe at least by me, I think it's being reevaluated, because even though this is kind of the weird Genesis cousin to the Castlevania series, it controls really well. This plays like a typical, like, Castlevania 1 and 3 style. You don't have the 8-directional whip like you do in Super Castlevania 4. You just have the straightforward whip and the sub-weapons. You also have a super sub-weapon that you can use when you have enough... well, the one thing is it's not hearts, it's gems instead of hearts. So I guess that's a pretty big shift. But that's just a visual thing. It doesn't really affect the gameplay.
I think, doesn't Whip Guy have like a diagonal, like one diagonal he can do?
He can do diagonal upward in the air, and you can use that to swing from ceilings, which is necessary at one point in the school, can be used at other points, but it's easy to forget about it, so we'll see if our racers take advantage of it. Oh, yeah, who needs to fight that guy?
Oh, there's a thing in the wall. Classic Castlevania. So you got the whip power up is kind of trivial to get in, say, NES Castlevania. But here, like, keeping your I think you need to be hitless for like kind of a while before you get your whip power ups. But it's this very, very strong power up and extremely difficult to hold on to. So I suspect probably they're going to do the whole race with the basic whip. But anyone who gets a chance to bring that powered up whip into a boss fight's got a real opportunity.
Yeah, so I believe they do have a base level power up, like just to make the whip a little longer. I'm not sure. Maybe not even. Maybe you're right. But the real power, it turns your sub-weapon into a blue circle, which just like homes in on enemies and flies around like they forgot to program it right. And then your whip turns into this big laser whip, but as soon as you get hit, you lose it. And I think you're right, you have to be hitless and then like hit a certain candle. So we probably won't even see it. We just saw in Dragus the super sub-weapon that uses like more gems, more ammo, and is different for every sub-weapon. So we've got the axe here, we've got the boomerang, more or less, I guess is what that is, for that one guy. It kind of acts like the cross in previous games. There's no cross in this one, I don't think.
Yeah, both players used it really well against that boss. Dragus takes a death on the second screen of the second stage, still in the lead by a little bit. You gotta assume that one guy with like 5 pips of health here is gonna meet a similar fate. Yeah, I think that was intentional, actually.
Yeah, the continue system is, you continue more or less like in the section of the level that you were in. You notice it says 1-6 up in the top right. I think this game sends it high. It goes up to like 1-12 sometimes, or and you continue. But if you game over, you go all the way back to the beginning. I think of stage like 1.
Yeah.
So pretty big deal.
It's a big spike wheel. It looks scary, but I guess you can just walk right through. Okay.
Just in the background, that's a bad choice on the developer's part.
I love the walking upstairs. Oh, there's the grapple there from Dragus. I think accidental, but good to know about it and be familiar with how it sort of latches on. There's a lurch to it that's a little bit strange.
Yeah, I mean, it's no grapple game for sure. I think it's best avoided, especially in a blind race.
Yeah.
These things flip around if you jump on them.
That one guy with another death.
So here's an example. So you play through, the levels are the same, whether you play through with the spear guy or the whip guy. This is John Morris. Eric Lecard is the spear guy. And he has like a super jump if you hold down or something like that. And so that's how you get up to these high ledges. The way John Morris is supposed to get up to the high ledges is you kind of grapple underneath, and then while you're grappling, you can like do a little jump. It's harder to pull off.
You're right about the whip power-up getting longer, by the way. Those do exist. That one guy just grabbed one.
Yeah, it starts out
by this
it's not even
guy.
a chain whip. It's like a rope whip, and then it turns into a chain. But then the final whip power-up, I think you're right about. I'm not going to see it. There's a cracked wall up in the top right there. Hard to notice, but it is health if you need it.
Dragus, probably didn't see it, but also doesn't need it.
No, because I think he died the first time he came to this bone bridge. I've never been on a bone bridge myself.
God, look at the bone dragons all over the place in this game.
Yeah, this guy's freaking out. You actually, if you hit him, he kind of stuns, so if you can keep him... Oh, no!
Classic Castlevania mistake.
You cannot jump onto stairs. That would just be insane. Legitimately a little insane. You ever seen anyone jump onto stairs from the ground? Like, that's crazy.
Just smash their shins into the next stair upwards. Just like, oh, Jesus. Alright, who's up here? It's not Castlevania without, Dracula at the top of the big staircase, right? Nope! Hello!
Yeah, it's this goofy
Here I am!
This guy's such a goof. So the cool thing about this game, the Genesis Castlevania games, is that they do these things where they make bosses out of like multiple sprites, like in like Ernest Evans. It's not quite that crazy, but you got all these goofy dudes walking around. I don't know, this guy's a weirdo.
He's twirling this thing like the parade leader.
He eventually loses it and he tries to kick you. Yeah, there we go.
I think Dragus is going to clutch this out. That one guy's here too, very low on health. A dangerous axe and baton still in hand. Okay, there goes the axe. Is that one guy also going to be able to keep pace here?
I think
no. That was checkmate after that jump.
Mm-hmm.
That low underhand with the baton. Nothing.
Yeah, so it's that little eagle thing that enhances your whip. But you better pick that up. There you go.
Well, almost walked off the stairs there. Got an active Minotaur bullying Dragus a little bit. Gotta wonder if that was an intentional after getting hit by that guy.
Got some cool visual effects on Dragus's level. This whole game is full of just kind of weird visual effects, pushing the limits of the Genesis.
Oh, I remember this. Look at the, they reused the same graphic for the platform, but in the reflection it works because it looks like it's the bottom of the platform.
Yeah.
Oh!
Here on the right here now. It's so good!
So rest 0 indicates 0 extra lives, right? Like, we should definitely see a dunk in the lake, right? That's probably what we should have seen.
Yeah, I think it's very unlikely that Dragus is going to first try the entirety of Stage 2. There actually is an extra life up to the top left here, but I mean, you'd kind of have to know that it's there.
Boss defeated for that one guy. Easier when you've actually got some health to work with.
Invincible Electric Ball, classic video game. Yeah, so if you go up to the up left here, then jump to the right off of these stairs, I believe there's an extra life. Yeah, on that candle there. But it falls down, and so you have to...
Tricky. So with 1 extra life, that one guy has also elected not to take a game over.
I don't think they realize yet what the game over means. I mean, it's not horrible to see some of this stage, but there is a boss coming up, so if this guy's
Here he
interesting,
is.
you have to hit him fast or else he'll kill you. He's raising the water.
Yeah. The water mage.
This guy learned like one spell in school, and it's kind of useless for combat, but he found a way.
He found a way. He's got an entire anime about how it... My only skill is water?
It's like that game I've been playing a little bit, The Bazaar, which is like an auto battler game. And sometimes the way you try and win is just get more shield until the game is like, this fight's gone on too long and tries to kill both of you, but you happen to have more health. It's like him, he's playing the long game.
Second
Ooh.
guy shows up, whacks
Second
Dragus
guy, I
on
bet
the
they
head.
weren't expecting the second big armor guy.
He brought a
You
sharper
killed my
stick.
friend.
That one guy has held on to that one extra life. We're gonna get a look at the water mage. I think probably this will be a kill. That boss afterwards, though, that's gonna be tough.
Oh no, so, okay, never. There are limited continues is what it is. And if you run out of continues, you have to put in the password, which will send you back to the beginning of stage, like, 2.
Okay.
So you do have a couple continues. Oh!
The whip
Okay.
on the boss!
We're good?
It's gone. He's dead. That's it.
Yeah, this crow is the worst enemy in the whole game. He's stronger than any boss. He's stronger than Dracula. Dracula should retire. This guy came into the boss? Oh my gosh, okay. So you can duck in front of this guy. My favorite retro game boss strat is to duck directly in front of the boss and try and hit him. It works about 30% of the time. I highly recommend it. You can also do that in front of this guy, but you have to be much closer to him.
Ooh. I don't know if Dragus is even gonna try. Yeah, is zoning him out here, one hit at a time. This is gonna work.
This will work, yeah. You don't have to do the close strat.
Oh, no,
Also,
the
he
boss
gets his
elected to do that. And
halberd
oh, wow, he
stuff.
hits so hard. Look out. Oh! That one guy hasn't seen that yet. Oh, it gets jumped on.
It's hard. This guy is shaking the ground. He's got to weigh, good few thousand pounds probably.
Think of all the video game enemies you've jumped on. Never once did you think it'd happen to you.
It's like a PSA.
Drake's
Goomba's
socks are wet
revenge.
there, but does manage to take out the water mage.
How many Newgrounds videos do you think are called Goomba's Revenge? And they jump on Mario.
At least one. Oh, aggression from Dragus, but then got a little bit too close. And then the knockback from the hit sent him directly into a second hit, so very unfortunate.
Maybe the biggest axe in Castlevania sub-weapon history. Like, this
It's
axe
pretty
is
big.
huge. Oh, man. That's exactly what he wanted to accomplish. He did the exact best move. This guy was just like right there. He got the critical hit. Split him in twain.
Alright. That one guy's also going for the knee tickle strategy. Oh, he's trying to get multiple hits. Was not ready for the jump. On multiple occasions, I've seen the boss go up in the air for the jump, and I have an intuition of where he's going to come down. That seems kind of obvious to me, but the players seem to relentlessly get caught off guard.
I know. You wouldn't think that the slow jump with the axe would be that dangerous, but...
Phase 2 for Dragus. He's getting the hits in off screen. Very
And again, you
dangerous.
can duck in front of this dude, but the sprite doesn't make that very clear. Oh, there he comes!
Yeah. I was gonna say, you can tell when he doesn't attack, but if you want to see when he's gonna jump, you need to see that he has not attacked. It's a lot harder to react to.
Nice.
But nicely
Dragus,
done.
tangible progress. Moving on. I could even do it.
And we have kind of a...
Oh no, I
tricky
can't
section
because the
here.
gifts happen behind the VOD.
All
I
right.
believe that I did a tangible progress gift. Just to understand that, Chad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dragus. Don't get greedy. Alright.
Can that one guy clutch this out? Cannot get hit. The jump, go under, yes.
Oh, nice.
Medusa head knocks Dragus into the water.
Some of the more dangerous Medusa heads... Well, they're pretty much always dangerous. But in this one, the fact that they can knock you into pits is pretty bad.
They've got
Sometimes
a real...
you'll get lucky, and you won't go all the way in the pit. And like
look at the verticality covered. Like the amplitude on the sine wave that they follow
It's true.
is extremely high. They're all over the screen.
Oh! Okay, we're good. You do just take damage from the water. I think if you're deep enough, you might die instantly. Maybe it's always just damage.
Well, if there's nothing to stand on, you will definitely die, as we see there.
That's true.
I'm just glad we get to hear more of this song. I think a lot of people think of this as a Castlevania Circle of the Moon song, but it was, again, it was here. The debut.
Oh, okay. Really
Two
close
health.
for Dragus. That would have had to redo that entire screen.
Has
These
one
guys,
life
you almost
left.
feel bad killing them. Because they're like, oh, that hurt. And then they die.
I think I feel less bad about killing them after that. Like, you're weak. Oh no, this head's in the way. What are you gonna do? Boom.
Boom. No head anymore. Years of work.
Sorry, there's absolutely no other way around this thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's in a strange spot anyway. I'm gonna blame the sculptor on that one.
That one guy's here. Has that extra life and more health than Dragus had, right? One hit and Dragus went down. Is exclamation mark game? Is that a thing?
I think so.
Here we go. Thanks for that.
I wonder why
Updated.
Bloodlines is in all caps.
Oh no, the bone tower. Nothing but trouble for that one guy. Dragus trying to walk past the bone snake.
You don't want to walk into it. Okay, there we go. Nice, destroyed.
I get the urge to like
Acronym?
not want to fight that thing, but like you cannot get past that, man. Come on.
Yeah. The game might not even let you. That might be like a hard-coded. If you time right, you can just duck in front of this guy. Again, best strategy in all video games.
In all video games.
Yeah. StarCraft,
Tetris.
Mahjong.
Tetris, absolutely. You notice the whip upgrade, these guys aren't taking 2 hits anymore, they only take 1, so it is important to get that. You pretty much always have the space to get it.
That one guy's got a fresh set of lives, and yeah, Dragus is gonna have one too now.
Ooh,
I
there's the game over.
suppose we need
Is
to
there
keep
another
track of these.
continue?
Yeah, these game overs.
There is one more. Okay. So I think they're both on 0 continues at this point. Pretty close race.
That one guy just had like a... You know when the game runs at the beginning, you let it go, and there's like a demo that starts to play with some like slightly choreographed gameplay?
Yeah.
That was that Bone Snake boss fight for that one guy. They were trading blows and evasive, and it was perfectly spaced. Oh,
I like it when something gets off and the demo like doesn't play right, and the guy just like jumps into pits over and over.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games where that happens.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts, if you rebind your controls, the demo still presses the same buttons, so they just start doing different things.
That's pretty good.
I mean, also famously, Super Mario Bros. For the NES on PAL just doesn't work.
Oh, really?
It just keeps running into the pipe at the start.
Pretty good.
The Bone Pillar doesn't attack with a steady rhythm. He's trouble. Oh, Dragus just jumped a little bit too far, and then the knockback into the pit.
We have a lead change. That one guy ahead. The next room is the boss, and is not a particularly tough one. I think with 4 lives can make it happen. Although, gotta be careful of these minotaurs here. Maybe not on this one, since they have 1 tick of health, but who knows?
The axe is an incredible weapon against this guy.
First of all, look at this dude. Like, who is this guy? Like, this is not a Castlevania boss. Who is this dude? He's a tall guy made out of rocks?
He's a golem.
I don't know what. I guess he's a golem. He's one of the strangest shaped golems ever. It's like he made a mistake.
They had a couple extra rocks rolling around in the golem machine. So they just put some burger patties and slapped them in there in the middle.
Load-bearing boss. Yeah, absolutely.
So this guy doesn't do much, but then you see his army hits the ceiling, and that knocks rocks down.
It's true. If you do the upward diagonal whip, you can get him before he even, like, starts knocking rocks down. There was a sub-weapon on the last screen, but you had to contend with those minotaurs, and so that one guy just head straight down here instead of checking the candles.
Yeah, that's true. Does not have the axe, right? That's a pretty big difference. Also, is not even really thinking about the diagonal, I think. Dragus did it once accidentally. That one guy I don't think has at all.
So he can't reach the ceiling anymore, so now he jumps. Which is, like, kind of a cool little, like, detail.
So Dragus still on
Look at this guy. This guy's got the arm cycle. Come on! Yeah!
Oh! So satisfying. It's been rough for Dragus. He's back on sort of, like, the first part of this, the back half of the stage here. So if you clear stage 2, this is kind of a weird gray area, right? The password is there because of a limited continue situation. Can you just like reset and enter the password to get all your continues back at the start of level 3? Or would you have to die over and over and lose all of your continues and then use the password?
That
Weird
one
little
guy's
gray
trying
area.
to die. Not the best place to do it.
Yeah, these enemies, these are designed to kill you slowly over the whole screen.
Yeah, I think it's okay if you reset. I don't know. That's an interesting question.
It's not a good sign that our tournament organizer is unclear. But like, I don't know. I don't know either.
I hadn't thought about it.
Yeah.
I probably, you know, honestly, if you hadn't have said that it was a weird thing, I don't think I would have questioned it. I think that's all strategy. You know how the game works. It's spelled out in the paste bin. If you want to reset the game, put the password in, then I think that's That's on you. You can do that.
Wait, this game is good? What's it doing on here? This is not Cuso Grande.
Yeah, we play good games all the time. You might be confused that this game is popular. What's it doing on here? That I understand. It's because we realized a while ago that popular doesn't mean anything. That there are people who just haven't played games despite how popular they are.
Also, these days, like, popular on the Genesis doesn't have the same
No,
pulling power as it used to when the retro
true.
community was thriving.
we've got many people in this tournament who were not alive when the Genesis was released, and so
So there
we've got
is
people whose
the
parents weren't alive when the no, I don't think that's true.
the full game over from that one guy. So it's going to be entering that password, and then it's going to be good to go, I assume, for the rest of the goal.
Let's hope so. Password is not easy to enter.
Yeah, you have to defeat the password boss. You have to go look at the paste bin, scroll down, you're double checking. Do you have 2 monitors? Are you able to have space for both?
You got to build the pirate using the little disc.
Is that like a DOS like copy protection?
Yeah,
thing?
that was for Monkey Island.
That's awesome.
You gotta interpret the story of the old gods. So the boomerang's not quite the axe, but it's helping a lot against this golem boss.
Any sub-weapon... The thing about sub-weapons in Castlevania games, and really in any game where you are allowed more than one weapon, is that... Well, maybe not all of them, but in Castlevania games, you can have the sub-weapon while you still control your character. It's just extra damage. It just floats out there and hurts it while you can still whip the thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's always good to have one and be using it, especially in boss fights.
And it works out great. Stage 2 cleared.
Yeah.
We'll see what Dragus does. Has 1 life and no continues, I believe.
I would do a 96 exit race. Like a casual 96 exit. I don't know how long that would take. Probably not that long.
I was in another Discord server, and someone was playing Super Mario World and having a hard time. They were like, this game, Mario's hard. And then they would like post like little screenshots of like their life counter going down. They game over like 4 times over the course of like an hour or so.
Oh, so that one guy does have the right idea. This is where you are forced to do the grapple. No, it's true Super Mario World isn't easy, and also you're really... Like, the momentum and the floatiness of Mario is like... If I hadn't grown up with it, I would probably hate it, honestly. I think it's awesome, but like... He doesn't really control in a super standard platformy way.
I have no idea what it's like to play it for the first time. It's just been... I can't even put myself there. Alright, it's whip time. That one guy needs a second one after that first one because it's a really big gap, but has the idea.
And then this is an example where if you're the sword guy, you actually just... You jump up here, and you go up into a different exit. But then it comes together in, like, one room. So there's not really split paths in this game like you might think of in, Rondo of Blood.
Yeah.
That'd be another good one to race. I wonder if we have that in the queue. You do have to watch the, like, 2-minute cutscene when you start up the game, but it'd be worth it.
I was worried that one guy was going to swing into the mummy wrap, but went clean over it.
Was able to sort of, like, reel themselves in. These mummies are expertly placed to be annoying in this room.
Yeah. Oh, look at this, practicing in the safety over here, so that you're comfortable with the chaining across the gap. Smart.
Because it is really weird.
Oh, maybe you can't chain him, and you gotta just do one good one. I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, I mean Lance guy. What did I say? I said
People
sword
usually
guy.
say spear guy.
It's not a spear is normally what I would say.
But those in the know would say Eric Licard.
That's true. Yeah, there's no Belmonts in this game.
A sword guy.
He doesn't have a sword. That was a mistake on my part.
They added actual Castlevania guys. Oh, there's the gap swing for both players,
Nice.
actually. Hold on. We got a race. Tilty Towers.
Look at this. Look at this race.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Man.
Fortnite. This is Tilted Towers, if you've ever heard of Fortnite.
Never heard of it.
Oh.
The Genesis can do some stuff, man. Much is made of the SNES's Mode 7. But there's some really cool stuff on the Genesis.
Honestly, if people weren't so bad at making Genesis music, like there's a lot of great Genesis music, but then there's also people who just really suck at it. And if people weren't so bad at like using some of this Genesis, I think it would have the reputation as the better console, which I think it doesn't. I think most people would be like, no, SNES wins out, but there's a lot of really cool stuff on the Genesis. But there's also a lot of like crap. But there's a lot of crap on the SNES too, to be fair.
With Stage 2 Loot Lake? No. No. Stop.
Stage 2 was Loot Lake.
It was not Loot Lake.
The problem is that Tilted Towers is the only Fortnite area that I know. I just know that exists.
I know Tomato Town from that one song.
Moisty Mire.
Oh, is that in Chug Jug with you?
Yeah.
The American Boy cover?
It is.
Cool thing
yeah,
that
but-
this game does, number like 7 or we're up to or whatever.
Yes.
Look at this.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
this is tough,
missing
though.
out on a lot of things too. There's 3D things. There's okay, that one guy staying in the middle. It's really not obvious that you can actually make this jump, but you can. And makes this section like way easier.
Oh, Dragus has got it too, but is much lower on health. Is hiding like at the top of the screen. If an enemy comes in from the top rather than the side, you're just done. How many people do you think recognize that tune as Chug Jug instead of American Boy? Like, it's got to be like 80% Chug Jug now, right? In the public consciousness.
I know it's hard to say. Kanye's on that American Boy track. Very early Kanye feature.
Yeah. That was the first time I'd heard him, I think. Here we go!
Here he is. The boss of stage 3 is... Well, I don't know what he
Dragus
is.
right behind. This
A
is a long
nasty
fight.
rat.
It's got like multiple phases, if I remember. It's very hard to avoid damage. It's very easy to get knocked off the tower. Oh my god, the whip power up for Dragus! It's gone.
Oh, we got it. Oh. Well, it was... We saw it!
It
Hope
could
you
have been
enjoyed it,
amazing.
everybody. Hope you enjoyed that whip power up. It's really cool.
Death for that one guy has seen a lot of the boss's patterns.
Oh. Yeah, so Axe is good. He's not as high as he looks, though. You can actually jump up and even not diagonally can reach him with a straight whip. So I usually focus more on whipping. But the axe is obviously good, and he has the sub-weapon ammo, so why not use it?
It's a little bit unclear because there's a lot going on, but the tower is the camera is sort of rotating around the tower, and so your character is effectively just moving side to side as the
Yeah.
tower rotates. So I'm seeing
Unless you get in the
Dragus
middle.
position himself in the middle of the tower to prevent that side to side motion, but it does restrict you, right? Like this boss is going to force you to move around on the tower, and if you're caught flat-footed in the middle, you're going to start taking hits.
And he just started bouncing on his nub, and unfortunately, Dragus wasn't ready for that.
No one
I
ever
talked
is.
about how big this axe was, but look at this pitiful handle. When he throws it, it looks like that too. You can't even use this thing. You would hit your own hand.
It's all blade.
Yeah.
It's like a regular axe broke, and you took it and just said, "Well, I can do something with this, I guess," and I'll just throw it at him. That enemy health bar has gotten pretty low on both sides, but so has that player health bar. That one guy gets the hit. I thought it turned gray and like did other things, but I guess it's just the attack patterns. Dragus now with the final hit just behind.
Wow. What a close match.
Wow, wow, wow. Congrats to that one guy.
It could have gone either way. I mean, both of them were on the boss. But yeah, if you never played Bloodlines, highly recommend it.
That was great. Maybe even the match of the tournament so far.
Maybe. We got another match coming up in 15 minutes. I've got to eat some food, so I'm gonna leave just you and Maurice. But good luck.
All right.
Because I don't
Tournament
have to
organizer,
eat food.
internet dirigible, everyone. Be honest. During that last race, you slipped out and grabbed a sandwich.
I was building Lego the entire time. I'm still building Lego right now.
You can't make me laugh.
That's all I do, bro. That's all I do.